Be honest, have you ever looked in the mirror while wearing your favorite tan sweater and thought, where did I go? There is a massive fashion myth that says as we cross the 60-year mark, we should retreat into the safety of neutrals. We're told beige is appropriate, tan is quiet, and gray is dignified. But here's the cold, hard fashion truth. If you wear neutrals incorrectly, they don't make you look sophisticated. They make you look like you're blending into the wallpaper. They don't just wash out your skin, they add 10 years to your silhouette by making everything look flat. But then you see her, the woman in the airport or the cafe who is dressed entirely in shades of sand and ivory, and she looks like $1,000,000. She doesn't look like she's hiding. She looks like the most powerful person in the room. What's the difference? Why does a beige trench coat make one woman look grandma chic and another look just old? It isn't about your budget, and it definitely isn't about your dress size. It's about the glow factor. It's the difference between wearing a color and letting a color wear you. Today, we are reclaiming the neutral palette. I'm breaking down the 5 modern neutral formulas that are designed specifically for our skin tones and our lives after 60. I'm going to show you how to use light reflective fabrics to get a natural facelift, how to stop the shapeless trap with one simple belt trick, and the one specific shade of grayish that works for everyone. Let's get into formula number 1. The texture revolution. The reason neutrals often look old is because they lack dimension. If you wear a smooth cotton top with smooth chino pants, your body disappears into a single flat plane. It looks like a uniform and not a stylish one. At 60 plus, our skin naturally loses a bit of its luster, so we have to bring the glow back through our fabrics. The secret to looking expensive in neutrals is contrast. You want to pair something rough or matte with something smooth or shiny, the silk and wool combo. Think of a heavy, chunky knit cardigan over a delicate silk camisole or blouse. The wool says cozy and grounded, but the silk reflects light back onto your jawline, giving you an instant brightening effect. The suede and linen combo. For spring, try a crisp white linen shirt with a soft tan suede loafer or belt. Linen is structured, suede is buttery. Together, they look like a weekend in the French Riviera. The visual interest showcase. Texture 1. Boucle and tweed. These aren't just for Chanel. A neutral boucle jacket in ivory adds instant authority to a simple pair of jeans. Texture 2. Ribbed knits. Look for vertical ribbing. It creates tiny shadows that draw the eye up and down, making you look taller and more streamlined. Texture 3. Embossed leathers. A croc effect belt or a snakeskin texture bag in taupe. It's subtle, but it tells the world you have an eye for detail. Here is your homework. Next time you wear an all-neutral outfit, make sure there are at least 3 different textures present. 1 knit, 1 smooth, and 1 structured. If you do that, you will never look washed out again. You'll just look curated. I want you to pause the video right now and go feel your favorite neutral sweater. Is it flat cotton, or does it have some life to it? Tell me in the comments, are you a silk woman or a suede woman? We've all been told that white is crisp, but as we age, our skin tone changes. It becomes more delicate. A stark, bleached white can actually be quite aggressive. It highlights every shadow on the face and makes us look a bit tired. The secret to looking 10 years younger in neutrals isn't white, it's cloud dancer. Think of the color of a heavy cream, a pearl, or a soft cloud at sunset. It's warm, it's inviting, and it has a yellow undertone that mimics the look of a healthy sun-kissed glow. When you wear these soft whites near your face, they act like a portable ring light. The scarf trick. If you have a dark neutral coat, like navy or charcoal, don't just wear it alone. Wrap a pashmina in oatmeal or cloud dancer around your neck. It creates a halo effect that bounces light back up into your skin. The turtleneck move, a thin, ribbed silk blend turtleneck in cream, is the ultimate layering piece. It smooths out the neck area and provides a bright base for your entire outfit. Now, let's talk about the column of color. When you wear these soft whites from head to toe, you create one long, unbroken vertical line. The benefit: it makes you look taller, leaner, and incredibly intentional. Don't worry about the whites matching perfectly. In fact, it looks more expensive if they don't. Mix a bone white trouser with a butter white top. It creates depth rather than a flat, bridal look. I know what you're thinking. I'll spill coffee on it in 5 minutes. Ladies, a little Scotchgard and a stain pen in your purse are the price of looking this sophisticated. Trust me, the glow is worth the extra care. You aren't just wearing a color, you're wearing light. We've all seen it, the neutral uniform. It's safe, it's coordinated, and it's completely forgettable. If you want to wear neutrals at 60 plus without looking older, you have to master the art of the interrupter. An interrupter is one single element that breaks the flow of the neutral palette. It's the wink in your outfit that says, I'm sophisticated, but I'm definitely still having fun. The easiest way to interrupt a sea of tan or gray is with one and only one: saturated color. Keep the pops small but structured. A soft, floppy pink scarf looks like an afterthought. A structured forest green leather tote or a cobalt blue pointed toe flat looks like a style choice. This year, we are seeing burnt terracotta and deep teal as the ultimate interrupters for camel and sand. They add heat to a cool toned outfit and make your skin look alive. If you aren't a color person, your interrupter is metal, gold for warmth. If you're wearing creams and camels, go for chunky gold jewelry. It adds a richness that flat fabric can't provide. If you love your grays and charcoals, silver or pewter accessories keep the look modern and slightly rock and roll. A metallic shoe is actually a neutral in disguise. A silver loafer with a gray trouser is an interrupter that doesn't scream for attention, but it whispers chick. The key to the interrupter method is restraint. If you add a red bag, red shoes, and a red lip, you've moved out of elegant neutral and into theme dressing. We want one touch, one bold belt, one striking necklace, or one pair of statement glasses. It's the visual period at the end of your fashion sentence. What is your signature interrupter? Are you a red lip woman, or do you prefer a statement shoe? Let me know in the comments. I love seeing how you all break the rules. For Formula 4, we are moving from the what, color and texture, to the how, the architecture of the outfit. This is the most critical section for the 10 times older part of your title, because nothing ages a woman faster than a silhouette that has lost its shape. Let's get real for a second. Somewhere around 60, many of us start prioritizing comfort over cut. We buy things that are big, boxy, and loose because we want to hide things. But here is the irony. Oversized clothes actually make you look larger and older. When you wear a shapeless beige outfit, you aren't hiding. You're just becoming a rectangle. We are officially declaring the death of frumpy. We aren't dressing for our age. We are dressing for our proportions. The secret to a modern neutral silhouette is structure. Thigh, waist, wide leg. Swap your mid-rise skinnies for a structured high-waist wide-leg trouser. Why? It creates a long, elegant line from your waist to the floor. It says authority, not errands. If you're wearing a neutral button-down or a knit, don't let it hang straight down. Give it a tiny tuck at the front. It defines your waistline without being restrictive. It tells the world, I have a shape and I'm proud of it. If you feel exposed in a tucked-in shirt, the third layer is your best friend. The modern blazer. Look for something with a slightly padded shoulder. It counteracts the natural rounding of the shoulders that can happen as we age. The duster, a long sleeveless vest or a duster coat in a neutral tone, creates two long vertical lines down your torso. It's slimming, it's dramatic, and it's the ultimate expensive woman's silhouette. Think like an architect. Never cut your body exactly in half, 50-50. Aim for the rule of thirds. A shorter top with a longer trouser, 1/3 to 2/3, creates a youthful, dynamic energy. It's a small shift that makes a massive difference in how modern you look in your neutrals. We've talked about texture, light, and shape, but none of it sticks if the quality isn't there. At 60 plus, the most powerful thing you can wear is quality. We're moving away from fast fashion neutrals that pill and sag after 3 washes. Authority pieces are the anchors of your closet. They are the items that make a $20 t-shirt look like it costs $200. If you own one thing in a neutral tone, make it a structured trench coat. The 2026 update. Look for a stone shade rather than a yellowish khaki. Stone has a cooler, more modern undertone that brightens the complexion. Why it works? It adds shoulders and lines to any outfit, even if you're just wearing a simple cream knit and jeans underneath. The trench says, I am a woman with a plan. It's the ultimate authority piece. Let's talk about your feet. At 60 plus, we want comfort. But orthopedic neutrals are the fastest way to look 10 times older. Choose a structured leather loafer in a toasted almond or deep cognac. Choose a shoe with a slightly pointed or almond toe rather than a round, blob shape. It elongates the leg and adds a sharpness to your neutrals that feels incredibly fresh. It's the difference between stepping out and just walking. An authority piece is anything that makes you stand a little taller. When you invest in these anchors, you stop trying to look young and start being timeless. You aren't chasing trends, you're setting the standard. Remember, texture for depth, cloud dancer for light, an interrupter for personality, silhouette for shape, and authority pieces for longevity. You have the tools. Now, I want you to go to your closet, find one neutral piece you haven't worn in a year, and try one of these formulas today. If this video helped you see your boring beige in a new light, hit that subscribe button. We are building a community of women who know that style only gets better with age. See you in the next one.